Bob Nightengale, USA Today baseball columnist. The most recent column is Bryce Harper will sign with the Phillies. You can bank on it. Bob, good morning. How solid is this story here?
You know, I'm in the GM meetings now, Dan, and you survey all these executives, and everybody's saying it's got to be the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, it used to be the Nationals, but he didn't even blink when they offered him $300 million. There was no counteroffer whatsoever. Say, thank you so much. I think I'm worth at least $400 million. And the Phillies are begging someone to take their money. Manny Machado should end up with the Yankees, which leaves Harper with the Phillies. And Harper likes Philadelphia as a launching pad for the hitters, so he can put up some Hall of Fame numbers for sure in Philadelphia.
Is it going to be $400 million?
Maybe more, Dan. I don't think it's a 500. At some point, I thought 500. But I think it starts with a 4. I really do. I think it's going to get at least a 12-year contract, if not 13-year contract.
Is he worth it?
Who knows who's worth what, but he probably is. At that age, if he can, I know Scott Boras yesterday was saying, we started signing with the Nationals, in 2010. The franchise was worth $400 million. Now it's worth in excess of $2 billion. So I do think he'll put people in the seats. I do think the people watch more Phillies games. And, hey, you start winning some championships there. Why not?
Is he a Hall of Famer? I mean, a Hall of Fame pace?
Certainly has a chance. Going back to Scott Boras, he was talking about, he's the only guy since 2010 to have 1,100 OPS 1 year. The last guy to do that was George Brett, if you roll out the PED era. So he certainly has a chance to be a Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah. But, okay, what if Mike Trout with 2 years left and then you can all of a sudden go get a Philly guy, New Jersey guy who's a Philly fan? But could you wait? Is there any chance that you could get Mike Trout?
I know the Phillies, will love to get Mike Trout. They're obviously a huge Eagles fan and everything else, holding the Super Bowl trophy. I think Mike Trout is very comfortable in Anaheim. I really do. When the season's over, he goes right back to, Jersey and everything else. But I think he kind of likes going under the radar. Lack of attention, lack of bright lights, everything else. And I don't think there's any way in the world that the Angels will let him walk away before 2020. They're not going to trade him. I think they'll put a huge contract in front of him. I think the best thing for Mike Trout is what's going to happen with Bryce Harper here and Manny Machado, where he can piggyback off those contracts, and maybe even get more.
You think it's a foregone conclusion Manny Machado ends up with the Yankees?
I do. He grew up in Miami, die-hard Yankee fan. Alex Rodriguez was his mentor, loves him. All he ever talks about with his friends is being a Yankee. I think it's a perfect fit for him, too. I think with the leadership that they have and everything else, he doesn't have to be the guy. I think he'll be an absolute stud in Yankee Stadium. What
position is he going to play?
Yeah, great question. I think he's got to be at third base. I think he goes there at shortstop until Didi Gregorius comes back. And Didi's going to be a free agent after 19 anyway. But then you can slide him over to third base, move on to the outfield, do what you want. But this guy is, a Gold Glove third baseman. I mean, even Brooks Robinson, who watched him all those years in Baltimore, says, you know what, he's a better third baseman than I am.
If it's not Philadelphia for Bryce Harper, who will it be?
Maybe San Francisco Giants, but they just signed, they just hired a new GM, Farhan Zaidi. If you're hiring a new GM with an analytical background, it seems like you've got to change course there. So I think they kind of do restructure that whole team and everything else. I don't see another natural fit for Harper. I really don't. Cubs aren't going to go to the luxury tax. Dodgers, they don't spend that kind of money. So I just don't see a natural fit unless for some reason the Washington Nationals say, okay, if you won't take $300 million, will you take $400 million? That's the only other team.
I saw the LA Times had a report that the Dodgers tried to trade Yasiel Puig for Bryce Harper. You can't do that straight up. What else was
no?
What else was going to be in that deal? If Walker Buehler's not in the deal, then I'm not even listening. But you're going to try to get Bryce Harper?
Yeah, that's not happening. And they've tried to trade Puig before. They, had talks with the Milwaukee Brewers. Remember one time for Ryan Braun, and that didn't work. How in the world are you going to get a guy like Harper? So I think the Dodgers always throw a lot of stuff out there, just in case someone been drinking too much late at night and says, "Okay, let me do that."
Speaking of which, I'll see you over the weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to it. A fun time.
Yeah.
Fun time in Phoenix, and
We'll cross paths. Thank you, Bob, again, and talk to you soon.
All right, look forward to it.
That's Bob Nightengale.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.